by a witch.
Once upon a time, there was a 16-year-old girl named Eve. She was a bright and curious girl who loved to explore the world around her.
One day, Eve was walking through the woods near her home when she came across an old, decrepit cottage. She was immediately drawn to it and decided to explore the inside. As she stepped inside, she noticed a strange smell and a chill in the air.
Suddenly, a voice called out from the shadows. It was a woman's voice, and it said, "Come closer, child. I have something to show you." Eve cautiously stepped forward and saw an old woman sitting in a chair. The woman had a kind face, but her eyes were cold and calculating. She smiled at Eve and said, "I am a witch, and I can grant you any wish you desire. All you have to do is give me something in return." Eve was hesitant, but the witch's offer was too tempting to pass up. She agreed to the deal and the witch gave her a small, black box. She told Eve to open it when she was ready.
Eve opened the box and found a beautiful necklace inside.
She put it on and immediately felt a strange power coursing through her. She thanked the witch and started to leave, but the witch stopped her. "Wait," she said, "there is one more thing I must tell you. This necklace will grant you 3 wishes, but be careful what you wish for. For each wish, something of equal value must be taken away from you." Eve thanked the witch and left the cottage, feeling both excited and scared. She had no idea what she would wish for, but she knew she had to be careful. For the next few weeks, Eve thought long and hard about her wishes. She wanted to make sure she chose wisely, but she was also eager to see what the necklace could do. Finally, she decided on her first wish. She wished for the power to make people do whatever she wanted. Immediately, she felt a strange sensation and knew her wish had been granted. Eve was ecstatic and decided to test out her new power. She went to school the next day and commanded her teacher to give her an A on her next test. To her surprise, the teacher complied without question. Eve was thrilled with her new power and decided to use it to get whatever she wanted. She wished for money, fame, and power, and each wish was granted. But as the weeks passed, Eve began to notice strange things happening. Every time she used her power, something bad seemed to happen to someone else. People around her started to get sick, lose their jobs, and even die. Eve was horrified and realized that the witch had tricked her. She had taken away something of equal value for each wish she had made, and that something was the health and happiness of those around her. Eve was filled with guilt and regret, and she vowed to never use her power again. She returned to the witch's cottage and begged for her to take back the necklace, but the witch refused. "You made your wishes, and now you must live with the consequences," the witch said. "But I will give you one more chance. If you can find a way to undo the damage you have caused, I will take back the necklace and you will be free." Eve was determined to find a way to undo the damage she had caused, and she set off on a quest to do just that. She traveled far and wide, searching for a way to make things right. Finally, after months of searching, Eve found a magical flower that could undo any wish. She returned to the witch's cottage and presented the flower to her. The witch was pleased and took back the necklace, freeing Eve from her curse. Eve was relieved and vowed to never again be tricked by a witch. She returned home and lived happily ever after, never forgetting the lesson she had learned.